Welcome back, it's me Adam, you're watching Unlimited Options Investing. My apologies, it's a bit sunny this morning, so bear with me. But this week in the markets was volatile. Stocks all over the place, crypto, or Bitcoin rather, trying to break that $44,000 mark. If we get some kind of conviction or some kind of rally above 45,000, 46,000, it could then be on for Bitcoin, crypto, Ethereum, all the altcoins. And I know it's as easy as saying things can go up, sideways, or down, but the market is super dynamic. Things can change just like that. Take a 180 and then all of a sudden you're going the complete other way than you've been going for the longest time. It's anyone's guess. It's really anyone's guess. In the short term, you're going down, you're going down, you're going down. You break a downtrend, all of a sudden you're making an uptrend and things are completely different. And that can drive people insane, especially if you don't have the emotional capacity for it. It's extremely, extremely difficult, and it goes against our nature. When things hurt, you want to run away and sell, but that's not how we do it here in the market. We don't panic. We buy on the lows and then we sell when things are higher, when things are euphoric. So we're going to take a look at all the charts. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome aboard and hit that subscribe button. Here on Unlimited Options Investing, we talk everything from stocks, crypto, options, ETFs, and we're investing for the long term. As always, smash that like button and let's get started. All right, starting off with Bitcoin on the daily. So essentially, this downtrend, which has been super respected, essentially when it's going down, every time it touches this blue line, it goes down. Touches the blue line, it goes down. And essentially this blue line of this downtrend is going to be synonymous with the 20 EMA, or this red line. Pretty much when it goes to test it, it's going to be pretty much in line to where the red line is also going to be. And it's going to be finding a lot of selling pressure, and it's going to continue testing it and going down until it finally breaks that 20 EMA. And at that point, we can get a little bit more excited because the next stop will be the 50. If it breaks the 50, then the next key resistance point until it's definitely in an uptrend, which it currently is not. It's going to continue going down until it breaks the downtrend or the 20 EMA. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, again, just maybe yesterday or the day before, we touched that $44,000 mark and we were unable to break through it. And again, this downtrend has been here for quite a while now, and it touched it perfectly, got rejected, and right now it's still consolidating and still trying to get above it. All hope is not lost yet, but we're still in the area, in the $42,000, $43,000 area, still trying to break through the $44,000, eventually $45,000, and then $46,000. Smash through the previous consolidation around $46,000 and then continue going upward. Until then, nothing new. And taking a look at Ethereum on the daily, same idea. The 20 EMA is going to be synonymous with the downtrend that's currently in play. So if one is breaking out, most likely the other one is also. So most likely if one is breaking out, so is the other. But again, until we break the downtrend or the 20 EMA, we're not going anywhere but down. All right, and taking a look at the Fang Index. So we still found a lot of buying pressure around the moving averages, which we are still currently below. However, we had a very nice hammer candle. I believe this was the Monday where we sold off, the buyers stepped up, pushing the prices back up, and we've been consolidating around this area ever since. It looked like we potentially could have been breaking back up toward the upside, but we sold off again, pretty much even on the week closing, similar to where we opened back on Monday. Taking a look at the 10-year yield, so we had a breakout at the beginning of January. We pulled back this week, and then on Friday we had a very nice move toward the upside. So if we continue breaking the 1.8, then at that point it looks like the Nasdaq could potentially break this ascending channel, maybe not. However, if the 10-year starts to cool off again and make its way back down to, let's say, 1.6, then at that point potentially the Nasdaq could recover and the tech-heavy, growth-heavy, high multiple names can survive another day. S&P 500 looking a lot more healthy, so we see the horizontal lines. So it's kind of been trading in this sideways channel, but at the same time we're still respecting the ascending channel. Again, a lot more healthy than the Nasdaq has been in the Dow Jones. And even this one looking a lot more healthier than the S&P 500. So it looks like industrials, recovery names could be set up for a better early 2022 than technology is. No surprise, that's what the price action is telling us. The IWM, pretty much a disaster for the better part of the last 12 months. Pretty much stuck in a sideways channel. If this one breaks down, the rest of the market will likely follow suit. But if this one can recover, then likely the market as a whole will also be recovering. One commodity I want to take a look at is US oil, right now hovering around $85 a barrel, sitting right at that resistance point that we touched earlier a few months ago, back in October. Since then, it did pull back, and then on Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Gold, whatever, it did go down a lot, and then it's recovered ever since. Are we going to continue making all-time highs or pull back again, finding selling pressure around the $85 mark? Taking a look at all the big names, so Apple, again, just pretty volatile. We see it test 182 a couple of times, selling off, hovering between the 20 and the 50 on the daily. At around 173, just waiting for the market to decide what it wants to do, especially considering we're going through a crazy environment of raising interest rates, inflation, yada yada yada. You know, the macro right now has been all over the place. Microsoft, similar idea, so we sold off pretty substantially ever since the beginning of January, from the 340s all the way down to the low 300s to 304, 305. Right now sitting at about 310. Very choppy, just waiting for it to do what it wants to do and tell us whether we want to recover or continue selling off even more. Alphabet stock is sitting at the bottom of our horizontal channel around 2,800. Again, just doing what it wants. Eventually, one can assume that it'll eventually start going back up toward the upside, creating a new trend upward. For the time being, that's definitely not what we're seeing, especially after a very successful 2021. Google stock is taking a breath, trading sideways, consolidating, accumulating, and then eventually will continue making highs, just like Apple, Microsoft, and the rest of the Fang stocks. Amazon continuing its sideways chop that pretty much it's been doing for the past year and a half. Really hard to read other than the fact that if it does get towards the $3,000 mark, then it becomes a very strong buy in my opinion. And the closer it gets to this 35.50 mark, the stronger it gets to a strong sell. And just continue buying and selling at the 3,000 to 3,500 if it ever reaches those points for a pretty strong trade in my opinion. Otherwise, you just buy and hold Amazon. They are a growth monster. The stock price just hasn't been moving for so long, but that doesn't mean that the business isn't growing substantially. Meta Platforms trading sideways in our channel between 325 to about 350. Again, similar to Amazon, similar to Google. There's just so much sideways chop, so much volatility, perfect for trading, perfect for scalping. The mammoth, which is Tesla stock, is holding the $1,000 mark, so we're holding up for now. We have this trend line intact ever since May, so if we do see a lot of downside, we're looking for this potential area to show a lot of support. And you could probably even draw this back just because all the way back to maybe this area back in 2020. So a very strong trend line if Tesla was to fall to these areas. Nvidia stock, so just looking at this as if it was a billboard right away, am I thinking bearish or bullish? I'm thinking bearish. It doesn't look healthy, but if it does recover, then it changes the entire narrative completely. So we do need to see some kind of recovery. If not, we can continue easily making new lows, 250, 240, 220, filling in that gap, especially from October, November. PayPal has now entered that second channel between 170 and 180. Where is the bottom for PayPal? We continue looking like we're going to recover back above 200 and then just selling off with the rest of the market. It just looks like whenever the market does recover, PayPal will be a big beneficiary of that. And I wouldn't be surprised in the least if PayPal is outperforming the rest of the technology sector when sentiment is back in technology. And lastly, looking at Shopify. Once upon a time, a month and a half ago, this was a $1,750 stock. Right now, just hovering about $1,100, selling off substantially from about 2 months ago, dropping down to levels that we were at last year during May, June, July of 2021. And you know what stock this reminds me of well, that I have also been burning money in, is Square stock. This one has been pretty much dying. You could draw a trend line, but honestly, you just look at the 20 EMA until it breaks it. It's just going down, similar to Bitcoin, similar to Ethereum. And Square is a stock that does rely on crypto quite substantially because it is a fintech company that, again, until it breaks that 20 EMA, it's just going to be a world of pain. Will this even last to earnings, or will we get to zero by then? Obviously not, but the way things have been going, this one has just been going down, down, and down. Alright, and that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Bitcoin will break the downtrend? Do you think stocks, technology will recover toward the upside? Let me know in the comments below. As always, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. We're going to be talking about earnings for the upcoming week. It's earnings season, baby. Have a good day, everyone.